In some ways, many people quite surprised by the announcement today from the Met. The expectation, surely amongst many Westminster watchers, was that the Prime Minister was likely to face a fine, but has not.
Well, that's exactly right, Darren. Back when that first fine was announced, the event for which it was announced was seen to be relatively trivial in the grand scale of everything that the Prime Minister was accused of attending. Of course, our newspapers and TV screens were absolutely full of all of these stories of suitcases of wine, of broken swings, of rowdiness and partying and DJs in the basement of number 10, the building behind me right now. Well, it has to be said that whilst our newspapers and television screens and indeed radio sets were full of those stories, not all of those events were attended by the Prime Minister. Indeed, some of the most gratuitous events, as described in great detail over the last 6 or so months, were happening when the Prime Minister was away from Downing Street, staying at other residences or indeed simply ones that happened further down Whitehall. It's interesting actually to contextualise all of this, to try and help people understand how it is that the Prime Minister could have only received one fixed penalty notice for everything that we've been hearing about, for the over 100 fixed penalty notices that have been handed out. Well, I'm standing here in Downing Street, and actually if we were to pan the camera around for those watching on television, we can see that Downing Street isn't one small house. It's a vast array of different buildings. There's number 11 next to number 10. It goes in connected to number 12 as well. And to swing right back all the other way around, we've got, of course, the famous big shining door of number 10, but it connects round through to number 9 next to it over there. And it also connects through to Whitehall as well, and a number of these events were in Whitehall. This is a sprawling complex rather than just the one house, that one front door that we know so well. So yes, this is a huge workplace, and there were a number of events that were judged to have broken the rules, but as I say, the Prime Minister receiving just one fixed penalty notice, which came as a surprise to many, because of course there were a couple of other events that the Prime Minister was in attendance at that clearly he has been judged to not have broken rules at. I'm sure there'll be people poring over all of the details and asking questions of the Metropolitan Police, but we must remember the particular circumstance of number 10. This is, of course, someone's home as well as a workplace for hundreds of people. No wonder this was an extensive investigation carried out over the course of many months to get where we are today.